Hey Soul Fam, welcome back to my channel, Soul Vibes. It is Celinelizette. I want to thank you for clicking on this video. I am definitely apologizing beforehand for this really shitty background. I'm actually in my parents' garage right now filming this one. My dad built me this like she shed because of my certain hobbies that I want to work on, and so yeah, I just decided I would use it today, literally sitting on my yoga mat as we speak with just this white plain background. But I hope you guys like the content. That is the point of why I'm posting this video, so I'm just being as real as possible, and you can kind of see through my mirror here that my fan's going. If you can hear it, I'm so sorry. So I really just wanted to film this one to give you guys like a real update of where I'm at in life. You know, I haven't done an update video since I quit my job. I did do 2 other videos on quitting my job, you know, how I planned for that internally as far as like emotionally, how to prepare yourself, and then externally, you know, in the physical material world, what I needed to do to prepare. So it's been about 4 months since I quit my job, and honestly, I have been so happy with the decision for multiple reasons. One, because of how stressed out I was in that job. Like, if I had stayed in that job and didn't have this time that I've had so far to unwind, like I was just in such a negative state, and I was doing so much work on myself to ensure that I could stay at like a high vibration. You know, I started learning a lot more about law of attraction and being aware of what vibration you're on, which is a video that I'm definitely going to do very soon. It might be my next one that I film because it's really important. Sorry, I had to pause because my parents do live here, so I'm like, don't listen to me. Anyways, so yeah, so just being really like aware of myself, where I'm at vibrationally, what frequency I'm on, because in order to really make law of attraction work and manifesting, you have to be at a vibration that allows you to receive what it is that you're trying to manifest. And because I was at such a low vibration beforehand, you know, I've talked about the spiritual journey that I've been on, and like how I was in depression and then moved out of that because of a lot of self-work that I had done. It's like I've been getting higher and higher. Like I can just feel it. Even when something kind of knocks me out, like it's good that I can, I mean, obviously it's not good that something knocks me out, but obviously that's life. Like, you know, different things are going to come up that make you upset or make you sad. And the important thing is that I've learned and I've done a lot of work. It's like practice of getting back to the vibration that I was at. So, you know, if I had stayed in my job, I noticed that it was just a lot harder for me to be at a higher, you know, frequency than now. Because obviously I'm not constantly like reporting to someone. I don't feel like I'm half-assing a job, and I really just hate when I'm half-assing anything. Like I like giving my all to something that I know I'm passionate about. In a way, it's kind of like lying. Like I felt like I was living a lie because, you know, I had to act like I was passionate and cared about the job that I was in and the team that I was working with. Like it's a very much team effort. So I had to constantly lie to people every day. Like, oh yeah, you know, like I'm doing this, or yeah, like I'm definitely motivated to go do that, when you're really not. So that's how I was feeling in the job. And even though I had been like, I had still raised my vibration from like last year, December time, to like May of this year, like I had done so much work and I was feeling a lot better, but still the job that I was in was so demanding that I like, it would constantly lower my vibrations. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's so great that I decided to leave, because now I've really been able to unwind like immediately, like within 2 weeks after of quitting my job and just being here. Like, you know, I moved into my parents, so that was kind of a lot of physical work, but I already felt like so much energy was coming back to me. Like I was coming back to life in a sense. And like, I don't know, I haven't felt like that in a long time. For a long time, I kind of just felt like dull, like I was always tired, and I didn't really have time to work on the things that I wanted to work on. And even though I was unwinding and taking a break, like the first few months of really just like giving me, like, I don't know, giving back to myself, I guess, and doing things that aren't totally productive. But, you know, I did like, here's another thing. I did, you know, exercise more. I was going on walks, like connecting with nature without feeling bad for it, because in the past I would do that like in the morning and I would feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna be late to this meeting or something, you know, like it felt rushed. It wasn't like really relaxing. So now I'm connecting a lot more with nature, and now I feel really motivated. I have certain goals for myself. For example, I'm actually trying to lose like 10 more pounds. I've lost like 4 pounds actually, which is really great. I am eating healthier, and that's another thing, like physical health. I'm trying to just like get that in top notch, because before it's not like, you know, I was doing super, well, actually no, I just nutritionally like wasn't feeding myself good food. I ate a lot of junk food. Now I'm trying to eat a lot healthier. And so yeah, I've lost 4 pounds. The other thing is I am trying to lose weight for a tattoo that I'm getting. I'm actually gonna get it of my spirit animal, so I'll show you guys that once I get it done. But yeah, because of where I'm getting it, it's going to be on my stomach. So I wanted to, you know, make sure, like I'm already comfortable with how I look, but just to, you know, be really like solidify the confidence and just really like how it looks. I'm trying to lose like 10 more pounds. I can't do it before I'm getting the tattoo, because like that would be, it's not enough time. I only have like 2.5 weeks left, but overall my goal is to lose like 10 more pounds. So I'm doing that gradually. I can possibly make a video on that, because I'm not like dieting at all. I consider it just lifestyle change, eating healthier. I don't really work out too much, and that's another thing. Like I thought I used to work out. I used to be such a gym rat, especially like with 24-hour fitness. I used to like go sometimes when I wasn't doing anything on the weekends. I would always work out in like the evenings, most likely. But now with the situation with COVID and everything, like I haven't been able to go. So I've been really slacking on the like exercising part, but I've still been losing weight. So yeah, I can talk about that in some other video if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, so that's another thing. Like I feel like I am able to achieve my goals more because I'm not stressed out. I don't have the other things to like think about. Although some of the cons of, you know, or some of the like updates as far as some things that do worry me now is like, okay, like I know I have a certain amount of savings that I'm giving myself until I hit a certain point. And when I hit that point, I'm like, okay, I need to have some sort of stream of income. So that's probably my number one like worry. I try not to worry about it too much because, you know, law of attraction, manifestation, if you have, you know, if you feel like you're lacking something and you're trying to manifest it, like you can't manifest it if you're in that state of lack. Like you're just gonna get more lack. So currently trying to, you know, have positive vibes, be a money magnet in my mind. But yeah, so just trying to not think about that and keep going towards my goals. That's what keeps me, you know, motivated. I have reconnected. That's another thing too. Like I've reconnected with my friends a lot more rather than being in like, because I was always stressed out with work. I always felt like I just wanted to, especially because I lived in my own apartment. That was the other thing. I became such a homebody in a way where it's like, I didn't even really, like I would only go out with my friends like a little bit, and I wasn't really, I don't know, I just didn't feel as connected to them. And now that I'm at home, it's kind of like, you know, I talk to my friends more on a regular basis. And I only have like, honestly, like 3 best friends that I talk to a lot. Other than that, it's just like acquaintances that I talk to here and there. But yeah, so I've reconnected with them a lot more. I've done a lot more fun activities. You know, I decided to like not to feel limited with my money, and I mean, obviously I'm not trying to spend. I am still trying to use my money wisely and save as much as I can. But, you know, I wanted to enjoy, like my friends' birthdays came up. We went to a cabin in Big Bear, and then I also went paddleboarding for the first time, and that was like extremely fun. And I just felt, I actually meditated when I was on the paddleboard because it's a long story, but basically like in the beginning I sucked, but I didn't know it was because I had a really shitty paddleboard. It was actually really heavy. So then I was like, oh my God, I'm just like not good at this. But then me and my friend switched boards since she had done it before, and I like took off. Like I was so good at it. And then so I just felt really good. And it kind of reminded me of like, I don't know, I was like, this is a metaphor for my life. Like it first starts off hard. I give it my all and I still can't get anywhere. And then, or I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. And then it's like, bam, like I change it. All I had to do was just change the board. And then I just like, I flourished, you know, I was thriving on that paddleboard. So yeah, it was really fun. But that's why, and like, you know, we have other things planned. Like I want to go rollerblading, which I haven't done in a long time. Just things to like elevate me even higher, because now I feel like I've had a taste of what it's like to be at a very high vibration. And if you go watch my video on my magic mushroom experience, that was actually the very first time that I've ever felt such a high vibration. It was a beautiful experience. And although like I haven't been as high as that, it's like I feel a lot closer to it. And now I know what that vibration feels like. So I'm constantly striving to get back into balance, to be at a good vibration all the time. And I know there's no way I could have done that if I still had been in the job that I was in. So overall, I'm just extremely happy with my decision. Sometimes, you know, it is a little scary not knowing what my next move is going to be, but overall I'm choosing to have faith. I'm a very like, you know, faith over everything type of person. things have been working out, and I can just, like different opportunities are coming my way. And that's another thing. It's like, I'm still doing work on myself. I still go to like my hypnotherapy appointments, not as often because I'm trying to save, of course, but yeah, still doing my work on myself. That's always gonna be my number one investment. But with that, like, opportunities are coming my way. Like, different people have reached out to me for jobs, but I'm trying to, stick it out. And I'm like, okay, like, not that I'm not open to these jobs, but I know at the end of the day that my goal is to not go back to corporate world. I don't know exactly what my next move is. Sorry, I got a call. But anyways, what I was saying was, yeah, so like my goal is not to go back to corporate world. So I think, and I've heard this from multiple things, but it's like the universe will test you in different ways. And it's like, to see how, if you've learned your lessons, to see like, if you're going to just take the first thing and kind of go back on like what I've been learning. So for example, for me, something that I've learned in the past year, like really, really hardcore, is patience. And the other thing is like, okay, my boundaries, like, am I going to settle for less, even though I know that's not what I want, and if that's the thing, it's like, I know I don't want these opportunities that are coming my way. So why am I going to take that, and like be patient, because just because the like opportunities are coming your way doesn't mean you have to like latch onto the first one, because I feel like, in a way I've done that in the past, or my whole journey was really just accepting things or going down a path that I didn't really want to, that I knew that I never was passionate about, but I just kept avoiding that. And I kept putting it in the back of my mind, and ignoring my wants and my needs, because I felt like, okay, there's money there, or, this reason, that reason, like it just wasn't authentic to me. So I'm really trying to just stay centered and trust my intuition, trust myself, that when the right opportunity comes, I'll know it. And then also just putting my heart and hard work into what it is that fuels me. So like my YouTube channel, I'm still, like I said, working towards the other goals that I have, including losing weight, just, getting to be my highest self, pretty much. That's my goal. The other thing that I didn't mention was that also, like, I feel like I've worked on family relationships now that I'm living back at home with my parents, which is something that I was dreading for a really long time. If you guys did watch my other video, I talked about how, I still miss living in my apartment. It was cool having my own space and stuff, but like, I've had deep conversations with my parents, both of them, and like, I feel like I've kind of mended some bridges there, just because like before I felt very still resentful in a way. And like, even with my sister too, we've had some conflicts in the past, especially, when I was depressed and stuff. Like, I had some resentment there as well. So I feel like I've definitely grown a lot since moving back home, and those relationships have grown as well. Overall, it was just like, I'm so glad that I made the decision that I made. And if you guys are thinking about quitting your job, if your lifestyle, which, I think it comes down to how bad you want that, like, I feel like there's a way to make things happen. Like, in some cases, I'm sure it's harder than others, but like, if you really want something, the universe, that's one thing that I've learned, like, the universe will provide you what you need. The thing is, you have to ask, like, you have to make sure that you are open to receiving as well. And I think for the longest time I wasn't asking for what I needed either. And so, do some research on law of attraction and manifestation, but also just having faith and that connection with the universe, which is what I did first before I started doing law of attraction. I mean, like, you're kind of always manifesting without you knowing. It's like consciously or unconsciously. I've mentioned that in other videos too. But basically, strengthen your connection with, your angels, your guides. I feel like I'm constantly doing that. I know they're present with me, like, and that's something that I've always had faith, but I feel like now more than ever, my connection with I call them my spiritual family, is stronger than ever. So, but yeah, if you are hating where you're at, like, you can always change. In fact, I feel like when you do take a leap of faith, like I did, like, the universe rewards you for it. You will be rewarded in other ways, but you just have to, like, trust your intuition. You have to be, raise your vibration in order to hear the messages, to get the signs from the universe. Like I was, like, I've had so many signs, even from, if you go to my first story, I talk about a squirrel story. I'll probably do that, like a video on signs that I've been receiving from the universe just since then too, because it's so strong. And that's one of, like, the main things or main reasons why, like, I knew it was okay to quit my job, even when I was scared. Like, I felt I felt like it was the right thing to do, and then I was getting signs on top of it. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to do the video as an update for you guys. Like, if you are thinking about quitting your job, obviously plan for it and everything, but I would say, like, truly follow your intuition, follow your heart. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or comment if there's like any specific videos or content that you guys would want to hear. If you're interested in something that I've talked about and I haven't mentioned, like, I'll be doing a video on it. Yeah, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching the video, and there will be more to come for sure. Other than that, peace, love, and soul vibes.